Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I last put out a video. As much as I love filming and putting out valuable content for you guys, I have been struggling to make time because my work has kept me very busy the past few months. But coming back to this video, as you can see, I'm sitting in my brand new car shooting this video, hoping that I can help you guys out if you are someone like me who is new to the United States and you're looking to buy your very first car but you're clueless about how to go about it, which car to buy. I got you covered, and stay tuned. The next few topics that I will be talking about will help you narrow down your choice and find the car that's best suitable for you. Of course, the first question to ask yourself is, how much are you willing to spend on your car? It is advisable to spend anywhere between 25 to 35% of your annual pre-tax income and no more than that. You should also be thinking about how you want to pay for the car. Do you want to put some money down and finance the rest, or do you want to finance fully? You should also understand what the out-the-door price is. Out-the-door price is the all-inclusive price, which includes sales tax, registration fee, title fee, dealership fee, etc. Let's say that you've proceeded and put down a small portion of money as the down payment and you want to finance the rest of the money or take a loan from the bank. Most of the renowned car brands like Honda, Toyota, Mazda will have their financial services department who will help you process this loan, and then you can start making your monthly payments. But if you are a completely new person to the United States like me and you have zero credit score or credit history, then the bank is going to charge you a very high interest rate or APR because they cannot rely or trust that you will make the payments on time. The best way to get about this is to get somebody to co-sign your loan. A co-signer can be a friend, a family member, an employer, a relative, etc. You definitely should consider this option because a co-signer can significantly help to reduce your APR and get you a good deal on the loan. So what this basically means is, if you default on one of your payments and if you're unable to make the payment on time, then the liability is on your co-signer to make that payment on your behalf. The second question that pops up is whether to buy a used car or a new car. For the longest time, I had my mind set on buying a used car because, being a new driver, the thought of even the smallest scratch or dent on my brand new car terrified me. But on the other hand, buying a used car requires you to have a knowledge of how cars work inside out to be able to decide whether the car is actually in a good condition. You must always check the Carfax report on a used car by running the VIN or the vehicle identification number, which the salesperson at the dealership can provide you with. A Carfax report provides a detailed snapshot of a car's condition and value. It has more than 20 factors considered in it, which will tell you about the vehicle's service, accident, and ownership histories. Let me give you an example of when I went to test drive a car. It was a used car which was the 2022 or 2023 model, and when I checked the Carfax report, it reported only one owner or one previous owner. But when I actually inquired more at the dealership, I found out that the car was run by a rental company, which truly means that multiple people would have driven the car. From my little experience with buying cars, I would recommend to look at used cars only if you have a trusted or reliable mechanical engineer or mechanic to evaluate your car before you decide to purchase it. Another point to consider is how the market is doing at the time of your purchase, and compare the prices of the new car versus the used car. Many people say that a car loses 20% of its value in the first year and then 15% of its value over the next 4 or 5 years each year. Going by this logic or statement, a lot of us might be inclined to buy a used car because the value has depreciated at the previous owner's expense and now you can buy it at a lower price. For me personally, I was trying to decide between a car that I would use for short term and a car that I would use for long term. If my budget allowed me X amount of money and I could not afford my long term car with that X amount of money, then my plan was to buy a short term car used and use it for 3 years, sell it, and then buy my long term car brand new. But eventually, I am happy to say that I found the car that I very much love, and I was able to buy it brand new, although I had to stretch my budget out a little bit. The next factor to consider is whether you want to buy an SUV or a sedan. For me, the choice was easy because for most brands that I was looking at, the price difference between an SUV and a sedan was minimal. And I loved the elevated view from an SUV, especially being a new driver. It helps because you can see any bumps ahead on the road very clearly. You can see the curb and the parking markings clearly as well. And it's generally considered more safer, and it's also more spacious. So you might want to consider the use case. If you have a big family and kids to drive around in your car, or if you're a frequent traveler who likes to store a lot of items in your car, then an SUV would be the best option for you. But if you like to feel more grounded and a car that's easier to drive around and handle, then a sedan might be the good option for you. You might be wondering whether it's best to buy a gas car or an electric car, and there are multiple factors to consider before making this decision, like what is the estimated cost of the car over its life, including the purchase price and maintenance, which car is more convenient, and which car provides a longer life. For this, I did come across a very good article from Edmunds to understand the difference between the two, and I'm going to leave the link to the article in the description. Please check it out if you want to learn more. There are various specs to consider while deciding to buy a car, like the engine, the transmission, the horsepower and torque, how much mileage the car provides, what all safety features it comes with, whether it's a two-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive, what all warranty features or what warranty is covered. You must spend some time to understand these and identify what features you really need in your car so that your decision becomes easier. Coming to finally deciding which car to buy, I would really recommend that you check out the Car and Driver website. This was my go-to website because it lists out the top sedans and SUVs in 2024, and it gives you a very detailed report on the car's interiors and exteriors, talks about the engine, the transmission, all the features. It also gives you the measurements and dimensions like wheel dimensions, etc. It's your go-to place for everything you need to know about the car. Some people might be interested in some specific interior features. For example, if you're living in colder countries or colder cities, you might want heated seats, powered seats. If you're living in a tropical climate, you might want to have a sunroof or moonroof. If you love listening to good music in your car, you might want specific speakers. There are a wide range of options. You can choose a premium version which has all these features that you want, or you can stick to the basic ones. Having understood all these specifications and features, you should be able to narrow down what kind of car you want. And you can go on watching endless review videos of multiple cars, but until and unless you start test driving and actually getting a feel of the car, you will never be able to come to a decision. So go out there and test drive as many cars as you like, and you will get a feeling of what car you love. And when you test drive cars, drive it in the city as well as in the highways, because only when you drive it in the highways you will understand how noisy the car gets when it hits 70 miles per hour or above. A tip that I would like to share with you is be careful when you're dealing with the car dealerships. These days, most of the car dealerships that I have come across, they do not negotiate with the price. It's mostly fixed at one price and they do not go down below that price. So as much as possible, try and negotiate in other areas, like getting a discounted rate for the maintenance or warranty for your car. Anything that the dealership agrees with you to give a discount on, get it written down before you leave the dealership so that you have an evidence or a form of proof when you come back and ask for it. This is all I had to share in this video, and if you found this video informative and valuable, do let me know in the comment section, and if you have any questions, feel free to put them down and I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, take care. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.